Okay, good evening, everybody. I am so happy that you guys are coming on and joining us today or joining myself today. There's no guest tonight, but I am the only one presenting this opportunity to you guys or this show to you guys. And I'm happy that I'm able to share my tips, my 5 tips on how you can get your body start to healing and how I did my successfully got cured from cancer. But without further ado, please click like, click share, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube and Facebook, and also and follow us on Instagram. All right. So that's this is how my story began. Back 10 years ago, I was a thriving electrical engineer, worked for one of the top engineering firms here in Kansas City. And I traveled a lot, I really didn't cook that often. And when I did cook, it was something really fast in a hurry. Microwaved everything, hardly drunk any water. So it's pretty much mostly sodas, mostly juices. Every now and then I drank, but it was probably once every 3 months. I'm gonna just tell on myself right there. And then I just traveled a lot for my job. And so at this particular moment, I knew something was wrong with my body. I mean, my body just gave me that something's not right. You need to go to the doctor and you need to go get it checked out. So before my trip this time around, I went to my doctor and they said, yes, okay, the results came back and they found cancer. And so I was just like, okay, so what in the world? So I started doing my own research on um, if I should do chemo or if I should not do chemo. And I talked to my doctor and he was like, well, it's early stages of cancer, so you really don't have to do anything right now. So we'll just hold off and see what happens. And so, but on the flip side, I was still researching and eating the things that I've seen are on the internet, on on YouTube channels. And so 2 years after me eating a really high alkaline diet, my test results came back negative. And so fast forward 8 more years, here I am again. This past May, I was diagnosed with cancer again in the same area. And so I was like, all right. By this time, I had an understanding of what I needed to do for the cancer to go away. And also by this time, I found a cousin of mine who had cancer, stage 4 cancer twice in the blood. And so, and this the reason why I came back is because she got off her diet and now I came back again. So these are my first 5 tips. My number one tip for anyone who has any ailments or any sicknesses is to understand what foods and supplements are needed for your body to heal. Now, I did a deep dive. At this time, I was working a 9 to 5 job, sometimes late hours, and so on my downtime, I did a lot of research on different types of food, what types of foods are good for, cancers. And at that time I knew I had fibroids and were good to shrink fibroids. Was why should I eat these fruits and veggies or take these supplements? And and I also went to a holistic doctor a couple of times. I really didn't feel like I was getting the information that I needed. I knew there was something else I was missing to the element outside of um, the foods and the research that I was in um, that I was looking up. So understand what foods, what supplements you need to take for your body to heal. That's the ultimate goal. When I say this, it's because if I would not have studied why I should eat an apple, or why I should eat a lettuce, or what's the difference between lettuce and kale and spinach, why understanding those key elements, I think I probably would have veered off because I'm going about what somebody else told me, because you're telling me to eat these things, but not giving me the understanding of why. The reason why I'm not going to give it to you, personally, I'm not going to give it to you is because I think you taking control back. You taking the control of the situation that you're in. Say, hey, I know I have this cancer, but I'm taking the control back. This is my life. This is my body. And I want to know exactly what I am taking, what I am eating on a daily basis. So so I can understand why my body is going to heal. All right. And so understanding what foods you're eating, how does it affect your body? If you eat certain things, is it going to spike your sugar levels? If it's going to decrease your sugar level? If you have I had a huge headache, sinus pressure headache, I think it was a couple months ago. And my blood pressure was high. And so the things I searched up, what foods, before I grab a pill, what foods can I take to lower my blood pressure? And there are foods out there. And out there, I don't know, what did I take? I think I took some apple cider vinegar. I drank some apple cider vinegar, avocado, aloe vera juice, honey, and some lemon, and stir it up as a tea, and I drank it, and then my blood pressure came down. So understanding those type of things before you put a pill in your mouth is very, very good. Now, if you're on medication, please take the high blood pressure medicine. I'm not going to say that at all. I'm not a doctor at all. We'll say that right now. I'm not a doctor. But if you are not taking high blood pressure medicine like myself, I put that disclaimer in there. I don't have high blood pressure. But if you had a headache that causes your blood pressure to rise, look up. If you're not taking high blood pressure medicine, and also, you have to look for what foods, if you are taking high blood pressure medicine, what foods are going to cause damage or harm. Because if certain pills you take, I know grapefruit is one of them. I think it is. I have family members who does have high blood pressure, and there's certain foods that they can eat that will disrupt their body, cause things to happen or side effects if they eat certain foods with certain pills. So you have to do your research on why specifically. Now, if you don't have the high blood pressure pills or any other medical issues like myself, search out what foods you need to take and some foods you need to take to start the healing process. Secondly, learn the importance of each organ. Now, I know this is like a whole science class. Now you're telling me to research the food. Now you're telling me to now research my organs. I have come to an awareness. Now, your organs are inside of you, and understanding your organs and appreciating your organs and understanding their functionality amongst each other, how they work together. Your organs literally work together. Your spine works with your kidneys, your spleen, your liver, your lungs, your brain, your lymphatic system. All those elements, those systems work together to keep your body healthy and balanced. And so when you understand the necessities of each organ, then you're taking control again. You're taking control of who you are and what you want to become. And then on a microscopic scale. So if you are in control of that microscopic scale on your health at that level, then your overall body would transform altogether, which produces a healthy environment all around spiritually, mentally, and physically. Okay. So understanding your organs, how they operate, how they work together, what foods strengthen those organs, which foods are going to be beneficial for your organs. Okay. Those are key necessities and tips for your body to heal. And thirdly, learn what foods and drinks you should be drinking. So there's two phases. I did one without the doctor's supervision on what I need to eat, and then mine, you know, uh, for 2 years, I knew I had the cancer, and so I had a high. My main goal was to eat a high alkaline based diet. Did it work? Yes, it did work. Point blank. So I ate I didn't eat a lot of iceberg lettuce. I ate a lot of kale, a lot of spinach, a lot of broccoli, a lot of cabbage, beans, lentils. I drank a lot of alkaline water. So any fruits and veggies you could think of. Now I still had my lean meats. Still have eaten my chicken, my turkey, my my pork. No, I didn't have pork. Chicken, turkey, and beef. But beef was very rare. But it took my body 2 years for the cancer to go away. But I still had the fibroids. That was the other thing. I was like, why do I have the fibroids if I'm eating all these high alkaline based meals with a little bit of meat here and there? And needless to say, here we are. Fast forward today, round two. I'm pretty much all alkaline, except for my water. I drink tons of spring water. So any bottled spring water, nothing from the tap, no tap water. I was required to not drink any alkaline-based water, but just spring water for this phase two that sped up my process. Now, I did not eat a lot of meat. Only meat that I ate was pretty much primarily fish. I ate a lot of high alkaline greens like Brussels sprouts, avocados, what else? Cabbage, kale, spinach, seaweed. Seaweed was a number one thing. From the first time I did this to the second time, the first time I ate a lot of brown rice. This time I really didn't eat a lot of brown rice to get a speedy recovery. I ate a lot of white rice. And so because I understood what foods I needed to eat prior to the second time I got healed, made my transition from eating a lot of fruits and veggies, high alkaline fruits and veggies with spring water, with the fish, helped speed up my healing process. This time I was diagnosed in May of last year. I got cleared January, so that's 10 months. So it's just 10 months? 9 months. So 9 months later, I got healed with the diet. Now, that's just a snippet. I'm not going to go into what I actually did, because I want to tell you where you can get the information on exactly what foods you need to eat at the very end, okay? So my number four recommendation here is talk to somebody who went through what you're about to experience, what you're going through. It could be who experienced getting healed without going through chemo. That's what I did. I talked to my cousin who had stage 4 cancer in the blood twice. The stage 4 cancer in the blood it's and I'm grateful for her. I'm blessed to see her walking around and helping other people out and telling people, hey, this is what I did to get healed from cancer. And so she told me to do my diet for 100%. Now, did I deviate? Yes, I had cheat days. Oh Lord, I had cheat days. But my cheat days only consist of, like, if I wanted chicken, it was like a drumette. A little piece of drumette, just to taste it a little bit. And then I really didn't eat any beef nor pork, nor no turkey. So my cheat meat was lean chicken. No fried chicken, but lean chicken. But understanding her conditions, understanding that she had it in the cancer in the blood was an eye opener for me, because the blood runs all over your body. No matter what, it runs all over. And so for her to get cured from, not cured, healed from that is a blessing. And I'm happy that she is able to share what she has done in her journey. So my last tip for today, and I think this is the tip that helped me out to speed up my healing process as a whole, was I went to talk in both phases, a professional, okay? A professional, a professional. This is why I say talk to a professional. YouTube and everybody has their ideas of what you should do and take and stuff like that. Outside of the medical profession, now, I was definitely talked to reputable holistic doctors and reputable iridologists and reputable chiropractors. And so if you live in Kansas City, I can definitely refer you to some good ones who helped me out on the journey in this process, because the iridologist is gonna freak you out. It's gonna freak you out because some things have was not, you're not made aware of. You can do certain things in your body, your iris can show you certain things, so you're gonna be kind of leery at first. But because I went to that session with the iridologist, I was able to get pinpoint what foods was really going to help my body to be at its maximum healing stage. So I knew exactly what meats I could have. There were still some meats I could still eat, but because I live in Kansas City, it's not going to be easy for me to find a bison or elk. It's not going to be easy, but because I was already on the journey of trying to eat mostly go vegan, I was able to eliminate the beef and the pork and the chicken, and still intermittently um, add fish only on the weekends to my weekly routine. So pretty much my weekly routine based upon the session was fruits and veggies Monday through Thursday, no, Monday through Friday. I cheated sometimes. And then Saturdays and Sundays were my meats with my fruits and veggies. That was it for the past 9 months. Um, Now there were supplements I had to take too that the iridologist gave me. Now, of course, you can easily try to look up stuff, but I'm telling you, if you go find you a reputable iridologist, a reputable chiropractor, and a nutritionist, they would tell you exactly how your body what foods is good for your body, and how it can hyperdrive the healing process. So if you have any questions, I know some people just got on. Do you have any questions for me before I go? I got a couple people on. Do you have any questions on what I ate, what things I did, um, outside of my healing process? I know one for sure. It's another tip I did is to always stay active and be positive. That's the main goal. After all these years, it's been 10 years now. After all these years, I know one thing helped me out after understanding the foods, after understanding, learning the organs, after understanding, talking to friends and family, after talking to the chiropractor and the iridologist and the nutritionist, one thing I do recommend is everybody to do, if you are having any loved ones, is have them be positive, do affirmation. That's the big thing. I know that's at 5. I'll give you one more. Stay positive. And that's the best thing best advice I can give you. Then you start appreciating everything, all the organs, all the food that you eat. You appreciate everything that you eat and be happy and grateful that it's going to do what you have studied on and the things that you don't even know that it's going to do, the food that is. And then the organ, thank you for thinking, you be grateful for your organs, that for functioning properly so you can heal 100%. And always understand, it's always good to understand how your body works on a microscopic scale to the bigger scale. Because if you understand the small, intricate details of your blood cells, what it does, you would definitely understand how that will affect your kidneys or your liver or your lungs or your brain, and how they all function together, and understanding how all those things are needed for your body to heal 100%. And the foods that you eat as well is needed as well and what foods you need to eat are all important to your healing process. Now I'm about to be done here. I'm done. I went through my 5+1 tip. If you have, anyone have any questions for me, about my journey before I go? Any questions? All right. Well, thank you for coming. So next week, talking about healing journey. So next week, I'm going to challenge everybody to participate in this 7-day challenge, 7-day juicy challenge. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to do a juicy challenge. And so hopefully you guys come on in and participate. So pretty much your favorite fruits and veggies will be there. I'll be posting periodically some juice content, because I know I'm a big advocate for if you have a healthy brain, you have a healthy mind, you have a healthy body, you have a healthy spirit, overall, you're just healthy. So I'm trying to promote healthy awareness of all over. So juicing starts tomorrow with your favorite fruits and veggies up until next Monday. And then we're going to talk about the importance of intermittent fasting and stuff like that. So thank you for joining Left Brains. Thank you for coming and joining us. I know this is a short prelude, but we will have more guests coming on, and I hope to see you real soon. Bye.